Hi, today I am to talk about Elina Geosystems. Ours is a company that's a specialist in monitoring domain. Indian government has put up a constellation of satellites to help people monitor their activities on ground. It's a state-of-art global navigation satellite system which you all know in general as the GPS. Elina Geosystems is off NAVIC, for NAVIC and by NAVIC. You all must have heard about Global Positioning System, GPS. It's a very useful tool for the government, for the corporates, for the public, for everyone. It's there in every walk of life today. But this GPS is of American origin. When it was created, it was optimized for good services over America only. That's from 25° north latitude to 65° north latitude. GPS has got two services. One is very good, very high precision, could be relied on fully. But unfortunately, this is denied to everyone else except the American Armed Forces, the NATO forces, and the American government. It's got another service which is not so accurate, not so reliable. The location can be tinkered anytime by America. It can be denied over any geographic region by America. This is available for the public to use. World over, people have been using this only so far. This has got security implications to countries world over. Americans have denied the service many a time. The most prominent one in the recent times is a denial of service during Indo-Pakistan Kargil conflict, because of which many soldiers lost their lives. It's on record that about 150 people lost their lives. So, to overcome this part of it, many countries have got their own systems today. For example, Russia, the USSR and Russia has put up a system called GLONASS right from the time. Immediately after GPS came into being, they also came into being. They cover the Siberian deserts, they cover places near the North Pole, and they give good service. In the 80s, when GPS came up, and in the 90s, when developed countries wanted to use GPS, they created some way around, work around this instability, inaccuracy and all that with additional systems like satellite-based augmentation, land-based towers and all. They used it, and the developed countries adopted GPS in a big way. So today we have a big industry, a huge industry, more than $100 billion or maybe $1 trillion industry around GPS. But this GPS is not suitable for equatorial region. This another thing that we saw is that the service is denied. It's got an ability to be switched off or denied at any part, any region in the world, and it's technologically not fit for equatorial region. So we cannot use it in India. So what's the solution for it? Indian government put up its own satellite constellation called IRNSS, that is Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, and Gagan, which is an augmentation over GPS to help civil aviation. Both of these things put together is being called as navigation with Indian constellation. This system is just the name. Navigation is same between GPS and our systems, but for that everything is different. They have two services and two signals. One is in L1 band and another is L2 band. We have two signals in L5 band and S band. Both are away from L1, L2 bands. So same electronics cannot be used here. Their satellites are there at 20,500 kilometers height. Our satellites are there in 36,000 kilometers height. So again, the same electronics will not have the sensitivity to use for our satellites. Realizing these difficulties, Elina had launched onto a research from 2012, even before our satellites had come up. Our satellites are fully functional from 2019 June, accepted by the international community. Elina has got our entire system ready by that time. Today it's got presence in the entire domain, right from the antennas to the processor, to the electronics, to the communication, servers, where people can access and see. They've also got an app which can run on a mobile. The entire domain, ELINA has got a presence. And because of this presence, ELINA is able to provide best quality service, a state-of-art best quality service for the public. And our area of operations is not restricted to only India. It's wherever NAVIC is there, we are also there to give a solution. And since NAVIC uses GPS also through Gagan, our processors use GPS constellation, we use the Russian GLONASS constellation, we use Indian IRNSS, we use the SBA services like IGNAS, Gagan and EMSAS to give you good solution. So, in short, our solution can be used in most part of the world without any change. For example, the IRNSS zone itself, it can give 6-meter accuracy over Africa, Middle East, South Europe, Asia, South Asia, Southeast Asia, up to Australia and New Zealand. So, this is our area of operation. So, this is the domain in which our ELINA Geosystems is there. So, how is it useful for people in India? See, in India, when we go for, when we use GPS, the service is not continuous. There are, over a period of 24-hour cycle, it has been recorded and published that there are some places which do not get complete coverage for 20 minutes at least, and this can extend to 3 hours. So, that's where our systems are there, which can give you assured coverage. Anyone think of putting up a pan-India solution? Some part of the country is not available in some part of time, which means that he cannot have a solution which is continuously giving you the best possible thing. In his entire network, some part will be missing always, which means in effect, nothing is available for him. That's where ELINA systems come into play. Another good thing about ELINA is that we have every component optimized for NAVIC and Indian conditions. When I say for NAVIC, what is it so different about NAVIC than about GPS? Our satellite signals come from 36,000 kilometer height. They have to come through the ionosphere, which is so big. This ionospheric column over the equatorial region is very, very tumultuous. The scintillations are very, very high, and GPS signals cannot be used here. The same effect is on GPS also, but the algorithm which is there in GPS signals to remove this error when the signal travels through ionosphere, it introduces some errors. To remove this error in GPS, we follow a simplified algorithm, whereas very complex in over the equatorial region. That's to solve this problem. ISRO has done, our own ISRO has done research for 15 years and given us a simplified, very simplified solution. We use that solution in our systems. Because of that, using a normal processor, we are able to give you less than a meter accuracy over Indian region. How does it translate to people? When you are calling for a taxi, today invariably you make a couple of calls to tie up where the person has to come, where is he. And even after those, he always lands up in some other place, a street beside, a street behind, ahead. It happens every time. But using our systems, or our approach per se, when it's a taxi says that it's standing on so-and-so gate, he is there because it is just a meter, this much place. That's all. He is there in that place. So that's the beauty of ELINA systems. And that's how we will help Indian public to use the system more effectively. Yeah, this system with governmental support, government has made it compulsory that all yellow board vehicles in India should have tracking systems attached with it. This tracked data will go into government servers. Huge project has been rolled out by Government of India, where there will be a command control center in each state headquarters, which will track all vehicles. With this, government will have big data using which it can ensure very good infrastructural facilities for people using roads. Also, it will help people who are say you get into an accident, the data or alert goes to your owners, the police and the ambulance simultaneously, and the petrol party is supposed to come and help you. So immediately the succor is given to you for anyone who's into an accident. A huge, what is a life-saving effort it is. So that's what India is moving on to it. And with this governmental push, armed forces are jumped into it as one main players into it. The aviation is jumping into it again because of utility. The marine people are started using it. So this entire canvas has opened up a huge industry. There, I don't see that ELINA alone will play a role. We need many people, many entrepreneurs, many education institutions to come forward, to undertake research in this domain, help us by developing new algorithms, new solutions, new applications of our constellation systems. That's where ELINA would like to participate also. We have already a memorandum of understanding with a couple of universities. They're actively participating with us. And they have got their own solutions helping us out. They use our hardware to use it. I think I'll again sum up. ELINA is a specialist in monitoring domain. It uses the Indian constellation to give a best solution to the Indian public. Our solution is not restricted to India alone. It covers entire NAVIC region, which is 2/3 of the world. We want more entrepreneurs to be part of this effort and to part of this domain, or to be part of this movement called navigation solutions or monitoring solutions for the country. And we are there for you to help you.